minus 1. This into that. So when you cancel, you get this. Good. So this into that, it comes beneath. Cancel like this. Good. So it will left with m plus 1. So you have m plus 1 against the m plus 1 on top. That is one case. Good. Why am I putting them together like this? Because we have to write them here. This minus sign can really disturb me. Good. Now m plus 1 into this. It will left with this one by the 1 on top. Good. Now m plus 1, m minus 1 all into this. You'll be left with a single 1 by 4. So take note, single 1 by 4. Good. So that is it. So always learn to use brackets. Because if you're lacking brackets, your trouble can start. So I'll expand this one here. When you do LCM, that is all you're interested in. I hope you all remember. Good. This. So m by m, you remember the expansion, m squared. M by 1, m. 1 by m, m. 1 by 1, 1. If you have problem with this expansion, please check out in the other video multiplication of two binomials and you'll really get it. Good. Now that is case 1. Now m by m is m squared. M by minus 1 is minus m. Minus 1 by m is minus m. Minus 1 by minus 1 is positive 1 plus 4. All over this. Please, if you have a denominator in this form, don't try to expand or do any binomial expansion for denominators like this, right? Leave them as they are because it will help us to get a group cancelled out. Don't try to expand this time by time. No. You can open it up in the name of difference of two squares, close it up in a condensed form, but don't try to expand in multiplication 10 by 10. Now this m squared, 1m plus 1m will give me 2m plus 1. Now let's finish them here. That is m squared minus 1m minus 1m will give me minus 2m plus 1 or plus 4. Remember, don't expand the denominator when you have them in the form of an expression, right? Good. We have m squared plus 2m plus 1. Now watch, this minus is controlled by these entities here. So the minus touches this. This minus touches this to be positive 2m. This minus touches this to be negative what? 1 plus 4. The 4 was outside. Don't expand this denominator. Now, this and this will give me 0. Do you see that? This and this will give me 4. This and this also go off, right? So, as you can see from here, 1 and 1 is off. This and this together will give me what? 4m plus this single 4 all over the denominator. Now anytime you are working, you see it is factorizable. You just have to what? Factorize. So this and this goes off. You get 4 over what? m minus 1. That is it. So please be very careful. Learn how to introduce brackets and parentheses. It helps. If not, if this minus sign decides to penetrate from the very beginning, you have problem. So finish up before you penetrate with the minus as you saw here. Good. Okay, so there is the last question we want to look at on our algebraic expressions. Good. And what do you see here? There is an application of quadratic trinomials. You have a quadratic here to deal with. Here, you have difference of two squares here, and a factorization concept here. Wow. So we have to break this quadratic, break this before we finish this work. It's a section B question. You have to show working without using calculator. So let's go right away. So, because I want to keep the work neat, I'll do the presentation very nice. There's no rough work in mathematics. It's part of my work. But I just can't work here and draw a very big over and work here. No, it's going to make the work very dirty. Good. So, x squared plus x minus x. Okay, as I said, if you are still struggling with these quadratic expressions, please check out some of my videos with the title Decode Quadratic Trinomials. And make sure you go through, you understand the concept very well, even before coming here. Good. So there's a coefficient here. That is what I normally do for my students. So I multiply the numbers at the edges, as you see. Then I look for two numbers and multiply them minus 6 and add and get what? Positive 1. You can't add numbers and get an alphabet. It's not possible. So what are those two numbers? I can have minus 5 and positive. I can have no. I think I'll use minus 2 and positive 3. When you multiply, you get minus 6. But when you add them, you get positive 1. It means the factors to be used are minus 2x and what? 3x. So these are the factors. So x squared minus 2x plus 3x, I chip them in, right? Minus 6. Please, there is no 0 here, as you can see. We only bring 0 when we try to relocate a number on the right after a 0. There's nothing here. So I factor x out. X goes here, x goes here too. I factor 3 out. 3 go here, x, 3 goes here too. So I pick one of these. I put those outside also together. So I have this. Okay. Also, let's look at this. I have to break all. And it's part of my work, so it will be marked. Good. So this is just a rough work. No wonder why cancel, the exams body always tells you cancel in such a way that it can be read. Right? Good. So that is also this 1 by 2. Good, the same approach. Now find two numbers to multiply and get 2 and add and get this. Those should be two negative numbers like this. Minus 2 by minus 1 will give me positive 2. Minus 2 plus minus 1 the same way will give me negative 3. The factors to be used are minus 2x, minus 1x. Why did I add x to them? You can watch the other video, you still see it. We said they are going to replace some number with x. So you have x squared. So in quadratic, or better still, you can rearrange well to make the work easy. Let's use this method. I think minus 1 should come first, right? Good. So the 2 and 2 meet. So you see, when you put this together, you get this middle term assumption. It's a 3-term expression. You have to make assumption based on this middle one to get a 4-term. Good. So in quadratic, we replace only the middle term. Take note. So we group. That is x minus 1. I factor 2 out, x minus 1. Now when you put this and this together, you're going to get this. Then put the outside numbers together, you get this. Good. Good. So I think that is that. Now implication. Let's go. So from here, the top, I have this. So before the marker sees this, the marker can tell that you solved it yourself. And this below. Good. So please present your work well. Times this. This is not difference of 2 squares. You cannot even have any perfect variable for this or number. So this one means factorize. So what is going on here? You see, I factored x out. X went into x squared, had x. X into x will give you 1. Good, because it's factorizable. Now this is difference of 2 squares. I hope you agree to this. Good. Now, so you are going to get x minus 2, x plus 3. Here we have x minus 1, x minus 2, times x out, x minus 1. Then you have x plus 3, x minus 3. Good. Now, what do you see here? We can do some cancelling. So this and this can go off. This, that can also go off. I have this and that can also go off. Wow. I'm left with this and this. So this happens to be our answer. Good. That is the end of algebraic expression. Take your time and go through the video. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not done that. and always remember to do the usual thing. We will have some assignments at the end of this video. You can go through and interact with us at the comment section. Tell us how the assignment is going. Thank you. So that is the answer.